This recorded training session is how to submit a competition roster through Vsys 1, access through TermServe. You'll first start by logging into Vsys and getting to the home screen. You'll go to Projects, select the project again, and you'll see a listing of events within the system. You are able to sort by the project name, which will do alphabetical, or by the project start date, which is what I recommend. You want to make sure that the arrow is down, so it will filter all dates to the top, all current dates to the top. You may notice that you are either only seeing some or many of the types of competitions that we have. Under project groups, you are able to change what you see. So here you can see that I change from state competitions to sectionals. Here you'll see that I am seeing both. And here you'll see that I'm going back to seeing just the original state competitions. For this example, I'm going to go into summer games. This is the event I would like to submit a roster for. I'll go up to delegations and I'll see the full list of delegations available to submit for. I am going to go down to the county I would like to submit, and I'm going to submit on behalf of Bedford County. Here you'll see a blank screen, and there are two different ways to access. You could, one, select by role, and here you'll be able to hit the role that the participant is going to be at the game. So if they are participating as an athlete at the games, you'll select athlete. If they're going as a coach, they're a volunteer, or if they're going as a unified partner, you can select that. I'm going to start with an athlete to show. There are two different ways to search a client. First, you can just type within the person's search bar. If you're doing this, we always recommend searching by last name first. I am going to just search a name. And as you can see, a list pops up of names that are close matches to this. So the more unique a name, the lesser this list will be. The more common a name, the larger this list will be. From here, you can scroll down and you'll see that there are people that can be submitted from other programs. So that is something you'll have to be mindful of, and you'll scroll down and select the person that you would like to enter. This is just an example that I'm using, so I'm going to just pick a name, this name. Once I click the name, you'll see it highlight in blue. This is the name, and I'll hit add. Vsys will do its famous thinking for a moment as it's putting the person on the list. It will open up the profile, so you'll see some project information, and the project information on here is brief, just related to their scratch status. And then you'll go back and you will see that person's name there. The other way to open up and add a person is you can right click in the white box and you'll see add. And then you can pick those same options. So I'm going to hit athlete again. The next way is if you type a name in here, I'm going to use that same example. So say I'm going through this list and I am just not seeing the name that I am expecting to see. You can also select the little three dots and it will open up a familiar search box. So this is similar to the search box that you would typically search an individual client. I am going to look up a more common last name. One thing to note that's different about this example versus what you will see and have access to at the local program level, you do only have access to the names within your program. So that is something to just note that you will have access to. So for this example, you can see that there is a wider list of names. This list includes those who are inactive, those just a little bit further of a search. So again, for today's example, I am just going to select a name. So say this list is still large, and say I'm looking for somebody named Douglas. You can hit the little filter tool and you can start typing. And it will bring the name of the person that you were searching for to the top for selection. When you select their name, sometimes the name will show up here, sometimes the name will not, kind of depending on how fast you're going, it will show that, but just trust that it's there and hit add, and you'll see the name add again. Similarly, it shows you just the person's profile and then their project information, and you can hit back. And you can continue to do either of these options for all your staff, for all your athletes, unified partners, and volunteers. And as you can see, I just added a volunteer. As you go through, once this list is completed, by the due date, this is the list that we use to send out your delegation rosters to let you know where your volunteers stand with regards to any background checks or trainings. And this is also the list that we used to get your competition details. That also includes the athlete medical information, as well as what's sent out through the Google Sheets. So if you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to myself at Vsys Help at SpecialOlympicsPA.org. And that is the completion of this training.